All right, let's do a quick review on bands. And I got my C-bedders on because when you get a little bit older, you have to have your C-bedders if you want to see something close up, and it sucks. So while I was working out today, in between sets, I went through all of my bands, all of them. And if you've followed me over the past 72 weeks, you've seen that I've used the hell out of my bands. I use them every week. I use them daily. Some of them more than others because I'm just in that band. And I started out obviously with the lighter bands, and now I'm at the heavier bands. But my band use is constant. I've used shorteners in there where you shorten the band up. I've double plied them. I've double band up. I've done all kinds of stuff. And all of my bigger bands, I said, I just went through them all while I was working out, and I have no issues on any of them, period. There's nothing, there's no rips, no tears, no nothing. The only one that has any issue is the little white one. So as I was looking at it, I can see that I get these little tears like this. And I'm not sure if it's the white latex or what, but all of my darker ones all do not have any of those. And as I'm pulling, you can see little nicks on the edges right there. And I did use the white band, obviously, when I first started out quite a bit. I don't use it as much now. I have graduated up to the dark gray for overhead presses. And this one does get stretched the most, obviously, when you're doing overhead presses. Your white band is going to get stretched the most because you're going from here way overhead and you're really, really stretching it. And it's against the ground plate too. So there's another. But if you listen to what Dr. J says on his website, he says that these are really nothing, are not really big issues. There's enough latex in here. It's not going to have any issues. If you have any big peeling, any type of big peeling going on, you might want to contact the company, maybe send them a picture on email and ask them if they could be replaced or whatever the issue that you want to get resolved. But my band use is constant. And like I said, this is the one that I use the most for my overheads until I just graduated recently to doing the, and there's that one again, to doing the light gray for overheads. And this one would probably, like I said, it got the most stretching out of all of them. And it's going against that ground plate. So it would be nice if there's little rollers on the side of the ground plate to actually help it move a little bit easier. But you know, hey, I'm not the designer of it. So that's the issues that I have with the bands. My other bands are completely clean, no issue with them at all, besides from getting lots of use. And what I do is, when I'm actually working out in the pit out back, I'll take my bands after I'm done and I'll roll them back up like this. I mean, really, really hard to roll it back up. And then you roll it up, and then I got a rubber band that I put around it to hold it in place, and then I put it back into the backpack, and then I bring it back in the house. When I'm here in the front room, I just have all of my bands laying over the couch right there, so that they're just easy access to be used, because I'm just using them in the house right now since it is rainy, cold, and wet and nasty out here most of the time. So that's, like I said, I take care of the bands. I just don't fling them around. I just don't abuse them, but I do use them a lot. And that's the only issues that I've had with the bands. So that's it. That's it for band review. Like I said, I've used mine constantly. If you have a set that's actually starting to show some wear, then I would email the company and let them know that your bands are getting a little bit more wear and tear on them, and maybe send them a couple photos and see what their advisement is. And other than that, these things are holding up fantastic for me. So that's my band review, and we'll get back tomorrow for some more pulls, and we'll see if we can pull some more bands.